Hey, welcome to Daily Bravo Drama. In this video, we will be talking about West Wilson's leaked medical nudes, Amanda Batula secretly plotting a separation, Andy Cohen dodging lawsuits, the tragic passing of Jake Hall, and a massive dog drama update. We'll cover everything coming up in this audio. Hey, this is Delilah.
Hey, this is Vahid.
Welcome to Reality TV Audio Podcast, where we break down the latest in reality TV every day.
Absolutely.
So if you're joining us right now, the mission of today's deep dive is to basically sort through this absolutely overwhelming stack of Bravo and reality TV updates.
Yeah, and it is a massive stack today.
It really is. We are going to give you the ultimate briefing on the biggest feuds, the network shakeups, and the very real-life consequences hitting the reality sphere right now.
Right, because looking at these sources, the sheer volume of chaos unfolding off camera is just staggering.
Oh, completely.
I mean, we're seeing the traditional walls of production just collapse. Real life is bleeding into the reality TV ecosystem in ways that, frankly, producers just can't control anymore.
No, they really can't. And let's test that theory right away by looking at the shockwaves coming out of the Summer House universe.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because you log online right now, and you are immediately hit with the most viral, aggressive stories imaginable. Case in point, West Wilson.
Right.
His nude photos completely leaked online.
Which is awful, obviously. But what stands out here in the article isn't just the breach of privacy. It's the immediate, highly calculated PR strategy he deployed to contain it.
Yeah, because he went on record to firmly claim that these photos are medical, not sexual.
Wait, hold on. How does a leaked photo suddenly become a medical document?
I know, right? Well, he said they were just to track his physical progress from visits to his old apartment sauna.
Oh, okay.
And he even explicitly pointed out to the press that he is, quote, soft in all of them.
Wow.
I mean, as far as explanations go, it is highly, highly specific.
It is specific, but, it kind of has to be. By labeling them medical and pointing out his physical state, he's basically attempting to de-weaponize the leak.
Right, taking the power back.
Exactly. He's actively removing the sexual context that hackers usually rely on for extortion or humiliation.
That makes sense.
And he made sure to note that his Facebook and Instagram were both recently hacked, framing this whole thing as a massive digital breach rather than some personal indiscretion.
But the hacking excuse only goes so far, right? Because Wes was also falsely accused of leaking the highly guarded Summer House Season 10 reunion audio to Complex magazine.
Yeah, that was wild.
It turns out that actually wasn't him. But it makes you wonder, why is there such a ravenous market for this off-season audio in the first place?
Because the off-season has basically become the main event for you guys at home.
Sure.
Viewers don't want to wait 6 months for the edited broadcast anymore. When audio leaks to an outlet like Complex, it bypasses the network's pristine narrative.
Oh, absolutely. It gives you that raw, unfiltered conflict.
Exactly.
And the co-stars are actively feeding that unfiltered conflict on their own platforms. Like, look at Mia Calabrese. Mia Calabrese.
Oh, the TikTok.
Yes. She completely shaded West in a TikTok that she, of course, later deleted.
Naturally.
And she actually admitted she recorded the video after 2 martinis, which, just purely from an entertainment standpoint, is absolute gold.
It really is.
She looked right at the camera and told men to get less podcast equipment, more therapy.
Ouch. That phrase alone cuts incredibly deep into the modern reality TV male archetype.
Right. But then she shifted from a cultural critique to a surgical strike on his physical appearance.
She went right for the teeth.
Yeah. She explicitly targeted what she called his missing side tooths.
Which is so brutal. But why go after the teeth, though? It feels so bizarrely granular.
Well, because in this specific ecosystem, attacking character traits is just expected, but attacking highly specific, unchangeable physical insecurities.
Oh, that's scorched earth reality TV warfare.
Exactly. It is designed to go viral.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see why tensions are completely boiling over when you look at how the actual Summer House reunion went down.
Yeah, according to the sources, West himself called the taping the darkest form of therapy.
Wait, that bad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was such an unmitigated disaster that his co-stars KJ Dillard and Daryl Levitan were quite literally crying.
No way.
Yeah, they immediately fled to Mexico for a 10-hour recovery session.
10 hours just processing the emotional damage of sitting on a couch in a studio.
Right. But the sheer exhaustion of that environment makes total sense when you examine the core drama they were forced to unpack.
Yeah.
You have Kyle Cook, Keelkush, walking onto that stage feeling utterly blindsided by his own marriage.
Oh, this was rough to read about.
Yeah, he discovered that his wife, Amanda Batula, told Sierra Miller, that she wanted a physical separation long before she ever had that conversation with him.
Oh, man. That is the ultimate mechanical betrayal in this genre.
Definitely.
Like, it is one thing to want a separation.
Yeah.
It is an entirely different level of betrayal to ensure the camera and a co-star capture your confession before your husband ever hears a single word of it.
And naturally, Lindsay Hubbard decided to step in to mediate the situation.
Of course she did.
Yeah, going, quote, full mama bear on Kyle.
Which, if we look at how that strategy played out, it immediately backfired. Putting a reality star on the defensive never leads to a calm resolution.
Never. Kyle started defending his decision to sign with a manager without Amanda's input.
Right.
And the entire mediation just completely devolved into Kyle throwing a fuck you directly at Amanda.
So toxic. And keep in mind, just looking at the timeline, this toxic environment wasn't just for show. All of this culminated in Kyle and Amanda officially separating in January 2026.
It's just a completely brutal environment. But Lindsay isn't just fighting Kyle's battles, right? She is fighting mainstream celebrities in the Instagram comments.
Yes, the Michael Rappaport thing.
Right. Actor Michael Rappaport randomly went online to call Lindsay overrated, claiming her only storyline is her ex, Carl.
And Lindsay fired back instantly. She wrote, "Turn your fucking comments on. Don't be a little blooch."
Wow. She does not hold back.
Never. And she used the moment to tease an overdue upcoming conversation with Carl. So tell me, with reunion audio leaking to magazines and co-stars brutally attacking each other's side teeth on TikTok, is this off-season transmedia chaos completely ruining the actual television show?
Well, it doesn't ruin the show, but it entirely mutates how you have to watch it.
How so?
The traditional format relies on the illusion that you're watching drama organically unfold. But when the cast litigates their feuds on TikTok months in advance, the on-camera confrontations start to feel like staged reenactments.
Oh, I see what you mean. And think about the network executives who actually have to manage this mutating transmedia nightmare.
Yeah, what a job.
How do they handle a cast that refuses to stay within the boundaries of the television screen? By leaning incredibly hard into nostalgia.
Right. Andy Cohen recently commented on the exact turbulence we were talking about.
He did.
He said his biggest challenge right now is keeping 10 planes in the air flying with no turbulence.
It is a revealing metaphor. He clearly views these massive ensemble casts as logistical machinery, not just people.
Exactly. And notice how he handles the recent wave of lawsuits filed against him and Bravo.
Oh, he completely dismissed them.
Completely. He essentially argued that people are just throwing his name into legal documents to generate press. He even called the Bravo Andy moniker a total gift.
He operates completely unfazed by legal threats.
Unfazed is putting it mildly.
Yeah.
And the proof of how little these lawsuits matter to the network is entirely in the casting.
True. Look at Nene Leakes.
Right.
She filed a literal discrimination lawsuit against Bravo, but in the reality TV economy, time and ratings apparently heal all legal wounds.
Yep, she is officially texting Andy again.
And she will appear on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, roaring 20th.
Though we should clarify the boundaries of that return, just sticking to the facts here.
Yeah.
Andy stated she will not be returning to the main RHOA cast.
Okay, interesting.
His reasoning was that the current Atlanta cast is finally, quote, cohesive, and he refuses to disrupt that harmony.
So bringing her back for a standalone cast trip is a calculated way to cash in on her legacy without destabilizing his flagship show.
Precisely.
I have to stop and point out for you listening, how insane is this industry's corporate ladder?
Oh, it's wild.
Is there any other profession on the planet where you can sue your boss for discrimination, publicly drag the company, and then 3 years later, they happily invite you to an all-expenses-paid company retreat in the Caribbean?
None whatsoever. If you apply traditional corporate logic here, it just crumbles.
It really does.
But conflict is the core currency of Bravo. A lawsuit isn't a permanent HR violation. It is just extreme pre-production buzz.
Exactly. If the viewers care about the fallout, the network will happily book the flight.
It is a completely alternate reality.
Oh.
And the nostalgia strategy is sweeping the network. Carol Radziwill is officially returning for RHONY Season 16.
Oh, that's huge.
Andy teased that they are already halfway through filming, and it is absolutely packed with drama.
But not every original star is willing to step back onto that battlefield, right?
No. Eileen Davidson, firmly rejected an offer to return to RHOBH.
Good for her.
She explicitly said, The money simply isn't worth the emotional toll it takes on her life.
Setting a firm boundary like that is incredibly rare in an industry built on constant exposure. Usually, once you are in this ecosystem, you never truly leave.
Like Brandi Glanville.
Oh my gosh, look at Brandi Glanville's recent explosion on X. Rumors started swirling that LeAnn Rimes might be joining RHOBH.
Right.
And Brandi completely lost it. She tweeted, "She got everything else of my husband, kids, boobs, Bronco, random illnesses."
I mean, listing the Ford Bronco directly next to the husband and the kids is just Hall of Fame level entertainment value.
It really is. But the kicker here is that the rumor wasn't even true.
Wait, really?
Yeah, LeAnn firmly denied the entire thing, stating she is way too busy filming 911 Nashville to be a housewife.
Oh, wow.
So Brandi was firing heavy artillery at a complete phantom.
Well, the fact that an unverified rumor can generate such a visceral public response highlights how deep these historical wounds go.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Beverly Hills history, PK Kemsley went on a podcast to admit he genuinely misses Lisa Vanderpump.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he looked back at that infamous season 9 Lucy Applejuice dog drama with his estranged wife, Dorrit.
The dog drama.
And he categorized the entire massive fallout as completely, quote, unnecessary.
That dog drama consumed an entire year of television.
It really did.
Well, before we dive into where these stars go when the main shows get too exhausting, we have to give a quick shout out to one of our most dedicated listeners.
Oh, definitely.
A true learner who always emails us asking for the timeline of these complex Bravo lawsuits. We see you, and we love tracking this absolute madness for you.
Absolutely. And, building on that curiosity about the legal mechanics behind the scenes, here is a fascinating reality TV fact for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Over the last 5 years, non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs, have fundamentally evolved.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To combat the exact social media leaks we discussed earlier, networks are actively rewriting contracts to legally bind cast members' digital behavior.
Wow.
This means a star can now face massive financial penalties just for vague posting a cryptic emoji on Instagram before your reunion audio drops.
That is insane. They are quite literally trying to legislate how a cast member is allowed to use their thumbs on a Tuesday night.
Yep. It is wild.
So if the original flagship shows are this legally fraught, emotionally taxing, and hyper-scrutinized, where do these reality stars run to?
Pivot to the spin-offs.
Exactly. When the pressure cooker of the main stage threatens to boil over, they seek out a smaller sandbox.
We see this migration perfectly encapsulated by Lala Kent.
Oh, yeah.
She recently went on the record expressing deep regret over breaking the fourth wall on Vanderpump Rules. Her exact phrasing was that she, quote, "wish I would have shut the fuck up."
And she claims she feels completely indifferent to her old cast members now.
Totally indifferent.
Instead, she is channeling all of her energy into the spinoff, The Valley. And I love how she described her approach to this new show. She said she is taking it one day at a time, like sobriety.
She thinks she has found a safe harbor.
But if we examine the actual mechanics of The Valley, it isn't a safe harbor at all.
No, not even close.
A smaller cast doesn't eliminate conflict. It just localizes it into highly specific, incredibly petty warfare.
It takes Janet Caperna, for instance.
Right.
She has been complaining that the cast has formed a literal hive mind against her.
And the defense her husband Jason mounted is amazing.
It is so funny.
He tried to prove people don't hate her by pointing to a text message from Kristen Duty.
Right.
Kristen had texted Tom Schwartz calling Janet boring, and Jason argued that being called boring is actually an olive branch because historically Kristen has called Janet evil.
I mean, think about the psychological baseline for friendship happening there. Boring is a victory.
It really is.
And the warfare just gets more microscopic from there. Lacey Nicole, who is Jesse Lally girlfriend, stepped into the fray, cleaving all of her drama stems entirely from Janet.
Right, completely absolving Michelle Sagne.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how is Janet allegedly attacking Lacey?
This is the best part.
By secretly hoarding screenshots of Lacey's HOA fees and Reddit threads.
Just quietly building a digital burn book of homeowner association dues. I mean, I have to ask you, are these spin-offs actually a place for stars to mature and show a grounded side of their lives? Or do they just shrink the arena so the weapons become hilariously petty?
It is undoubtedly the latter. When you remove the grand stakes of a flagship show, the cast has to manufacture stakes out of whatever is left.
Yeah.
Weaponizing someone's unpaid HOA fees is the ultimate example of reality TV adaptation.
The drama economy never stops, it just rebrands. And speaking of rebranding, House of Stassi officially premieres on Hulu in July 2026.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah. And Katie Maloney's new boyfriend, Nick Martin, he's the guitarist for Sleeping with Sirens, is reportedly stepping up as a willing participant in the show.
Meanwhile, the anchor of that spinoff, Stassi Schroeder. Stassi Schroeder is very openly dealing with the friction of filming while parenting.
Which is super relatable.
Yeah, she admits to battling intense mom guilt throughout production. She relies heavily on mom group chats for emotional support, while her husband, Beau Clark, takes over cooking duties.
Though, in a very grounded admission, she noted she still orders McDonald's via DoorDash constantly.
Hey, whatever works.
It is a refreshing bit of honesty in an industry built on aesthetic perfection.
Absolutely.
But it is important to note that not everyone adjacent to this lifestyle wants a piece of the Bravo pie. Look at Sophie Bedor. Shannon Bedor's daughter.
Right, her career path is a fascinating counter-narrative.
It is.
Sophie works in ad sales for NBC Universal, which actually owns Bravo. She revealed she has been actively asked to pivot and work directly for the Bravo network, and she flatly refused.
And her reasoning is flawless. She simply does not want to walk into a corporate office and hear her mother's name being discussed in a production meeting.
That is an incredibly smart, rigid boundary.
Definitely. Though as a true ad sales professional, she did admit she still pitches her mom for commercial campaigns when the opportunity arises.
Smart. She understands how to leverage the reality TV machine without letting it consume her daily life.
Exactly.
But as we transition into our final topics today, we have to recognize what happens when that manufactured, carefully edited reality TV machine collides with genuine, unavoidable, real-life tragedy.
The tone shift is always jarring. You saw a really interesting attempt to manage this on Southern Hospitality.
Right, The Trip.
Yeah, the cast physically tried to escape their reality by taking a trip to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, and they literally instituted a drama-safe word, plantain.
Plantain.
If someone said plantain, the fighting was supposed to stop.
Using a safe word is a direct attempt to seize control of the narrative environment from the producers. And for a fleeting moment, the escapism worked. They went ziplining, they experienced a dinner in the sky attraction. Lake and Molly actually managed to reconcile.
We even saw some incredibly vulnerable human moments that broke through the standard reality TV gloss.
Like Maddie Reese.
Exactly. She opened up about her very real fears regarding her fertility, detailing her struggles with celiac, IBS, and GER.
That was really raw.
And Michaels Peña found a profound sense of peace by visiting his childhood Catholic church. It was a rare instance of a show allowing its cast to just exist.
But that geographical cure is temporary. For other figures in this universe, off-camera peace is entirely out of reach.
Oh, totally.
In the RHRI world, Kelsey Swanson, revealed the crushing reality of her relationship with her ex, John Caprio. She described living in constant fear and anxiety.
The way she discovered his infidelity highlights the dark side of the digital age we were talking about earlier. She found out he was taking other women on his annual cruise by seeing it posted on Facebook. You have a woman filming a reality television show, trying to maintain a public persona while simultaneously discovering her partner's double life through a social media feed.
The juxtaposition between public performance and private devastation is a heavy burden. And also in the RHRI orbit, RHO&J crossover star Dolores Catania, faced a different kind of brutal reality.
Right.
She revealed she was completely sidelined by production, kept entirely on the bench, not invited to the Newport cast trip, and entirely snubbed from the reunion.
It exposes how disposable these stars can be at the absolute whim of network executives. Your livelihood can vanish without a single on-camera explanation.
So true. And then there are the legal battles that involve actual families. RHO alum Kim Zolciak temporarily lost primary physical custody of her 4 minor children to Croy Bierman.
And obviously, we're strictly reporting what's in the articles here, not taking sides.
Exactly. This isn't about HOA fees or reunion seating charts. The judge gave Croy final decision-making power. Kim is firing back, claiming the Guardian ad litem's investigation was deeply flawed. We are looking strictly at the facts presented in the legal documents, but the reality is that minor children are caught in the epicenter of a highly publicized legal war.
It grounds the entire conversation immediately. We also saw RHOC's Shannon Beador share devastating news regarding her beloved golden retriever, Archie.
That was so sad.
Fans have watched Archie for years, and Shannon revealed he was diagnosed with brain cancer following multiple seizures requiring intense radiation treatments.
It's heartbreaking. And finally, we have to report on a genuinely tragic event that occurred entirely outside the parameters of a television set.
Yeah.
British reality star Jake Hall, known for his time on The Only Way is Essex, has died at the age of 35.
The reports outline a horrific accident in Mallorca. He tragically hit his head against a glass door after a night of partying. He leaves behind his young daughter, River.
It's just devastating. When you consume this genre, you're constantly subjected to an intense emotional whiplash.
You really are.
In the span of a single hour, you watch individuals scream at each other over the word plantain in the Dominican Republic, and the very next moment you read headlines detailing fatal accidents, brain cancer, and families being torn apart in court.
It really makes you evaluate the weight of the content we consume. Which brings us to the final thought we want to leave you with today.
Okay.
We started this audio analyzing the mechanics of West Wilson's leaked nudes, the 10-hour crying recovery sessions, and stars begging for less podcast equipment and more therapy.
Right.
When the lines between manufactured entertainment and genuine human breakdown blur this heavily, are we finally reaching the breaking point of the reality TV format as we know it?
It really forces you to question the sustainability of the whole model. When a show demands every ounce of a person's digital, emotional, and physical life, the foundation eventually has to crack.
Something for you to mull over as you scroll through your feeds today. But keep those notifications on, because tomorrow we are unpacking a leaked text thread that might just get a day one housewife fired forever. Oh, you absolutely won't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe.
Keep questioning the narrative, keep learning, and we will catch you on the next deep dive.